Hello Peaches! So today I'm going to do the witch Q&A that I told you guys about on my witch Instagram. So I have a regular Instagram, and then I have an Instagram for my son, and then I have a witch Instagram. And on my witch Instagram I told you guys to ask me some questions, and you did! You actually asked a lot more questions than I thought, so I don't think I'll be able to answer all of them in this video, but I'll answer as many as I can. So let's just get into the questions. The first question is, have you found a coven yet? And yes, I actually have. I have posted about that on Instagram after I asked for these questions. But I found a coven. It's so amazing. I didn't think it would happen because I do live in a very small country. So, you know, the chances of meeting someone, and especially someone who's close to you, is very small, but we found a way to do it, and it's really great, and I love it, and I'm so happy. All these women are amazing. It's all ages, all types of people, and it's just it's so great. Have you found your path, or are you still trying different things out? I'm still trying things out. You know, I think it takes a long time for most witches to find their path, but I think I found what is going to be my path. I'm not sure yet, I'm still looking into it, but I'm not sure when this video will be uploaded according to the other one I'm going to talk about now, but you know, I made a video where I explore my culture, which is Vikings, because I'm Scandinavian, I'm from Denmark, and in that I realized that, you know, the kind of witchcraft that they did back in the Viking days were, you know, shamanism and stuff like that. But in their own way, you know, with the Norse gods and everything. And I don't believe in the Norse gods, but I do like that way of doing magic. And just like, you know, I'm a Satanist, but I don't believe in Satan, I just use them as a symbol. I like what the Norse gods stands for, and I feel some sort of weird connection with them and with the shamanism, and just with the Viking era in general. So yeah, something about that. And with the last ritual we made in the coven, there was one of the witches in the ritual. She used a drum, a really big drum. It had a beautiful sound, and I was just like captivated in a way that I'd never been captivated by anything in magic before. Like, that drum was just like sucking me in, and that is a very popular tool in shamanism, is the drums. So I kind of look into that, and I'm kind of like maybe that is my path. Maybe I'm a drumming shaman or something. I don't know. But I was really captivated and hypnotized by that drum. And then when I studied about Vikings and shamanism and stuff like that, I felt a connection. You know, I felt spiritual connection. If it's with my ancestors, or if it's because I used to be a Viking in an earlier life, I don't know about that. Or if it's just because this is where my roots are in my current life. I don't know, but something about that spoke to me. So I'm looking more into that, and I think that may have been my path, because it feels right. I don't know how to say it. It just feels so right. Would you like to live in a classic witch cottage out in the forest, or are you happy with living in apartments? Oh, I would love to live in a witch cottage. My dream, my perfect scenario. You know, I live in a small town here. We have a train, we have 2 trains and a bus, and you know, we have a grocery store, we have a small mall here. We have what you need, and there are schools and kindergartens and everything for my son. So, and I used to go to school here, I used to live here in this area my whole life, and I'm planning on staying here forever. And it's very close to the beach. Like, we can walk from our apartment to the beach in like 20 minutes, I think. And there's forest and everything. And the thing is, you know, we live in an apartment on the 3rd floor, and as I said, the beach is 20 minutes away, and about 5 minutes from the beach there is a forest, and that forest is pretty big. So my dream is to buy that forest as my own, and then build a house right in the middle of it, because I love living close to a train station, and close to the mall, and close to grocery stores. I would not be able to live far away, also because I don't have a driver's license. I'm never going to get one. I'm not gonna get a car, so I have to be kind of close to everything. And also I want my son to have not that far to school, but I also want to live alone. You know, I don't want to have neighbors. I don't like having neighbors. I don't like being around people. So living in the middle of the forest, that close to the beach, in my own little witch mansion, gothic mansion, spooky haunted place. Well, not haunted because I'm gonna build it from scratch, but you know what I mean. And then just owning the forest around me so that no one can ever get close to my house. That is the dream. That's not possible. I don't think you can buy that forest, but you know, that is the ultimate dream of mine, is to live in the middle of that forest, buy my own big house, live there with my husband and my son, and just be isolated and be so close to nature and be so close to the ocean, but still being very, very close to society and to trains and to the school and to grocery stores. It's just, yeah, that is the ultimate dream. That is the perfect place. I thought about it not so long ago and I was like, that forest right there would be literally the perfect place for me to build a house. But yeah, probably not gonna happen. But I don't like living in apartments. My dad have lived in apartments his whole life. So whenever we were at his place, we were in apartments and I hated it. I hate the fact that I have to be quiet sometimes, and because there are people all the places, so I can't make noise if I want to. I can't listen to loud music all day if I want to. I don't like the fact that I can hear others. I don't like it. And I don't like stairs. I hate stairs. Too many stairs. So yeah, witch cottage all the way. In the forest, near the ocean. Yes. But still close enough that I can quickly go down and buy some wine and some chocolate if I'm in the mood. Do you have your own herb garden? Do you need to have that as a witch? No, you don't. First of all, you don't need anything specific to be a witch. Witchcraft is many things, and you definitely don't need an herb garden. It would be so cool. It is my dream to have like a big herb garden, and also just to have a garden with like my own potatoes, my own fruits, and my own everything. But especially an herb garden, I would love that. But I don't have that because we live on the 3rd floor. We do have a balcony, but it's like a closed kind of balcony, and it doesn't really get that much sunlight. So, you know, the herbs wouldn't really survive that long out there. I have tried a little bit with some plants and some flowers and some herbs. They never survive out there. It's just not good. And I'm also not that great with plants. I think it's something like when we get a house with a backyard, or when we move into my forest, then I'm maybe going to look into it a little bit more. But for now, we don't have one. And you don't need one. How to start to do witchcraft. The way I started is that I went on YouTube. That is how I started with learning everything I learned, because I'm the type of person who likes to watch videos and pictures and hear sounds and not just read something. So I went on YouTube, I searched witchcraft, I searched real witch, I searched how to be a witch, I searched everything you can imagine. And then I slowly, like, I watched a bunch of videos and I was like, alright, this YouTuber is not really, this YouTuber is not really my thing, and this one is, I really love this one. And then I started, you know, looking into their channels, you know, and just going through all the videos that I thought was interesting and just watching them, just watching and learning and writing down notes. So yeah, it's just sitting down doing research, just like if you were to do something, some schoolwork. Just sit down and either Google it or go on YouTube and search for it and learn it, and then you can start practicing slowly and, you know, buying the items you need. Yeah, I don't have, like, it is really that simple. You need to open your mind, of course, and you need to really start trying to feel a connection. It will take a while. Like, you won't just go out in the forest and be like, I am connected, I am one with the universe and the earth. It will take a while, and the first few times you do spells and rituals, you will feel silly. A lot of people do. But it takes time. Just do your research and try and do your best to connect with Mother Nature and the elements and all that, and then you'll slowly get there. Why can I feel others' energies? You can feel others' energies because you are magical. If you can feel others' energies, you are very much in tune with your magic self. I can't really do that much, which is something I really want to learn, and I'm also learning about, and I've gotten better at it. But if you can just do that, and if you're not really a witch, or only a little bit, or not at all, you're just really in tune with your spiritual self, and that is really amazing. That is only a good thing. I know it can be hard sometimes, as I heard from other people who are like this. It can be hard and can be draining from time to time, but just be thankful that you have this gift, and just be thankful that you have this skill and that you can do this, and try and use it for something good. So yeah, it's just cool. It's just you're just so much in tune with yourself and spirituality and nature and the universe and everything. It's just so cool. How did you come out to your friends about being a witch? I want to tell mine, but I think they will make fun of me because they only know witches like they see on TV, with like green and ugly and long noses. Any advice about opening their eyes to the world of witchcraft? Yeah, well, yeah. Let's start from the beginning. How did I tell my friends? I have one friend, and then I have family. But I don't remember how I told. I mean, it's just, I made an Instagram and I'm on YouTube, so they eventually saw it and were like, alright, you're a witch now, cool. I only have very supportive friends and family. If I were to come out as a witch to a friend and they would make fun of me, I would be like, bye. And I do understand that people have the stereotypes and they might first be like, wait, you're a witch? What? But, you know, if you teach them about it and be like, listen, this is what it is, and they still make fun of you, then, yeah, those are not good friends. But what I would do if I had one of those friends who were like a little bit skeptic about it, is that I would find some videos that explained it really well. Maybe the ones that you watch yourself in the beginning of your journey, or that I watched at least, because I watched a lot of videos in my beginning. Just explaining the basics, explaining it in a way where normal people can understand it, and where it explains and debunks all the stereotypes. And then send those videos to your friend and be like, hey, can you please watch these, because I know you don't really understand this thing. Or you can sit with them and watch the video, and then you can talk about it afterwards. And you also have to remember that even after explaining and everything, if they still like, I don't really believe in that stuff, I don't really get it, that's okay, as long as they don't make fun of you. Then just be like, alright, I guess that is each to their own, and then let's just focus on the things we have in common and that we both love. So your friends may end up not really understanding it and not really believing in it, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be your friends. It's the way that they act. If they start making fun of you, if they start making jokes that makes you uncomfortable, and you tell them that it makes you uncomfortable, but they still do it, then they're not good friends. But you know, my best friend, my only friend, is so opposite of me. Well, not opposite, like we have a lot of things in common, but she is a hipster, and she's like very like cute and positive and kind of, I don't know, she has a whole other personality than I do and a whole other way of seeing life, and just like, I don't know. But I love her so much, and she's been my best friend since we met when we were 16. Oh my god, we almost met 10 years ago. I'm so old. Anyway, we have a lot of things in common. We also have a lot of things that are not in common. I like to describe her as like a little hipster, fairy kind of person, if that makes sense, you know, unicorns and fairy, but in a hipster way. And I'm all about death and gothic and witchy stuff and spooky and scary things. So yeah, we're totally not the same, but we make it work. So as long as they treat you nicely and respect that you like it, then you are good to go. What results have you gotten from your spells? Love you, by the way. Love you too, man. Or woman. I don't know what you are. Anyway. Well, the biggest thing I've gotten is my son. He's literally he's a huge boy. He's so cute and chubby. But no, yeah. I made a fertility spell and it worked right away. So that is obviously like my favorite thing about witchcraft and the best thing I gotten from witchcraft. I made a money spell once where not long after we did get quite a lot of money, like not a lot of money, but we did get money for what we needed, you know what I mean? And just, I don't know, I don't do a lot of those kind of spells, you know, where it's like I have to have money or I have to have a baby. It's more like just general like protection and general like happiness spells and love spells for, not to attract love, I have a husband, but just to maintain the love in our home between me and my husband and my son. And I mean, we're happy and we all love each other and we all feel protected and safe. So I guess that works. So yeah, so far my spells work pretty well, I think. But yeah, it's hard to say because I don't make a lot of those bigger spells with more like intense goals, I guess you can call it. You know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway. So yeah. It does work. I've gotten great results from my spells. All right, so I guess I have to end it here. That was a lot of questions and I talked a lot about it because I talk a lot. I hope you guys learned something about witchcraft, or just, you know, learn something about my journey, or just watch this because it's interesting to you. And of course my battery just died. I'm just gonna film the outro here on my phone then. But yeah, I really hope you learned something. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in comments down below. Or if you want me to talk more in depth about something I talked about here, leave it in the comments down below and I'll answer it as good as I can there. Press the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you for watching.